Hello dear students, so this video is in continuation with the previous video in which we discussed about the structure of egg, sperm and the process of fertilization. So today we will be discussing about cleavage and blastulation in fowl's egg. So we know that the egg in case of fowl it is polylecithal, right? Polylecithal and telolecithal. I have already explained what are these. Right. So what type of cleavage it occurs in polylecithal eggs? It is always partial or meroblastic cleavage. Right. So what is partial or meroblastic cleavage? The cleavage which does not, the cleavage furrows, it does not pass through and through the cell. They do not divide the cell completely. Right. So in case of fowl, the cleavage is partial and meroblastic. So this cleavage, it starts in fowl immediately after fertilization and it continues for around 12 to 16 hours. Right. So as the egg passes through the as the egg passes down the oviduct, so this cleavage it continues for around 12 to 16 hours immediately after fertilization, and the cleavage is always partial or meroblastic. Right. So let's start with the different cleavage stages and check. So first cleavage in case of fowl, it is always vertical or it is meridional. So what is meridional cleavage? Which takes place along the animal vegetal axis. So this is the animal axis, animal pole, and this is the vegetal pole. So the cleavage which passes through animal and vegetal pole, that cleavage is known as meridional cleavage, right, as it passes through the animal vegetal axis. So but again this cleavage, it as you can see in this diagram, so there are two arrows. So the cleavage starts from here in the center and it extends in both the directions, right, but it does not extend completely across the blastodisc because it is a partial cleavage. Then comes the second cleavage. So second cleavage is again, it is right angle to the first cleavage, right, and it also starts at 2 points, one point here and one point is here. So at these 2 points the cleavage starts and again it extends on either side of the first cleavage and in both the directions, that is inward as well as outwards, right. So then comes the third cleavage. So third cleavage, it is a set of two divisions. You can see this is also a third cleavage and this is also a third cleavage. So it is a set of two divisions and it is always vertical. As a result, so we get the 8 blastomeres, right? So 8 blastomeres are formed. Then comes the fourth cleavage. So fourth cleavage, it is a series of cleavages, and these series of cleavages, it takes place in such a manner that now there are two types of cells. Fourth cleavage series jo hai, it is always vertical and it takes place in such a manner that now we have two types of cells. 8 will be the central blastomeres and 8 will be the, so these are the central blastomeres, and then we have the marginal blastomeres. So these are the marginal blastomeres, right. Then further cleavages, they take place in a very irregular and rapid manner, so that the cells which are present in the center of the blastodisc, now we'll see in this diagram that the cells which are present in the center of the blastodisc, they have complete boundaries. They have complete cell boundaries and they are called central cells. While the cells present on the periphery, they have incomplete walls, right. So these cells, they have incomplete cell boundaries and they are called the marginal cells. So now this segmented blastodisc is called blastoderm, right. So now we will discuss about blastulation and check. So during blastulation, what happens? So here you can see this is the blastoderm, right. So in blastulation, horizontal cleavage furrows appear in the central and the marginal cells. So these are the central blastomeres and the marginal blastomeres. So इनमें क्या होगा, हॉरिजॉन्टल क्लीवेजेस अपीयर होंगी लाइक दिस, दे विल डिवाइड हॉरिजॉन्टली एंड नाउ वी विल गेट it give rise to an upper blastomeres which have complete cell boundaries, right? They have say plasma membrane on all the sides and they are separated from the neighboring cells as well as they are separated from the yolk. While then we have our lower blastomeres, layer of lower blastomeres which remain connected with the yolk, right? So now the blastomeres which are at the margin of the disc and the lower blastomeres, so these are the marginal blastomeres which are at the margin of the blastoderm, and then we have lower blastomeres. So these two layers, these blastomeres of these two layers, they will lose their furrows, right? And so they lose their furrows and they become continuous with each other. They become continuous, they lose their furrows and they fuse with each other to form a multinucleate structure that is called syncytium, and this syncytium is called periblast, right? So now this periblast, so this is the periblast. Now this periblast, it has two regions, that is marginal periblast and central periblast, right? So marginal periblast क्या है, which surrounds the blastoderm on the margin, on the sides of the blastoderm की sides में जो present है, जैसे marginal cells थे यहाँ पर, वैसे ही क्या बन गए, marginal periblast बन गया. And then we have central periblast. Central periblast क्या है, which lies immediately under the blastoderm, या इसको हम कहेंगे कि ये जो सेंट्रल ब्लास्टोमियर्स जो थे उनके नीचे वाले जो ब्लास्टोमियर्स से जो पेरीब्लास्ट बनता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड द central periblast, right? So this periblast does not take part in the formation of the embryo, right? तो फिर इसका function क्या है? Its function is to break down the yolk. Yes, it is in direct contact with the yolk, so its function is to break down the yolk to provide nourishment to the developing embryo, right? So now further horizontal cleavages takes place, right? In the upper blastomeres, further horizontal cleavages, यहाँ पे और ज़्यादा cells जो है वो divide करते हैं by horizontal cleavages, and this blastoderm now it becomes multi-layered, right? So it becomes many layers thick, especially in the central area as compared to the edges. Edges पे कोई division नहीं होती, only in this central area the blastomeres, they divide by horizontal cleavages and a disc-like mass is formed, that is called the blastodisc, right? So this is the blastodisc is formed. So now then a fluid-filled space, it appears between the just beneath the central cells of the blastoderm. ये जो blastoderm के जो central cells हैं, इनके beneath here you can see a cavity develops, right? A fluid-filled space develops. This space is called the subgerminal cavity, or it is also called the blastocele, right? So now we have this subgerminal cavity. तो इसकी जो roof है इसकी subgerminal cavity की, that is formed of the cells of the blastoderm, and the floor is formed of cells of the central periblast जो है, it forms the floor of the subgerminal cavity, और इसकी जो sides हैं subgerminal cavity की, they are composed of, यहाँ पे क्या present है, marginal cells present होते हैं, right? So now this part of the blastoderm, the central part of the blastoderm, which is separated from the underlying yolk due to the appearance of this subgerminal cavity, अब ये cells इससे अलग हो गए है ना, yolk से बिल्कुल अलग हो गए क्योंकि subgerminal cavity has developed, right? So now this layer, the central part of the blastoderm, which is separated from the yolk due to the development of subgerminal cavity, it appears or it looks transparent. ठीक है, it looks transparent, and now it is called the area pellucida, right? And the peripheral part of the blastoderm, which is lying over the yolk, right? Or we can say the marginal cells of the yolk, marginal cells of the blastoderm, which are in touch with the yolk, they appear opaque. ये वाला जो part है, it appears opaque, and now it is called area opaca. Right? So embryo at this stage with subgerminal cavity, area pellucida, area opaca. So embryo at this stage is called the discoblastula. So now it is called discoblastula. So egg is laid at this blastula stage of the embryo. Right? So now after laying the egg, after the egg is laid, for further development of a temperature of around 38 to 40 degrees is required for further development of the eggs, right? So we all know that hen provides this temperature by sitting over the egg, and this process is called incubation. So hen incubates its egg to provide a temperature of around 38 degrees to 40 degrees Celsius, right? And it takes 21 days for the egg from incubation to hatching. Clear? So now we will discuss the presumptive areas of the chick embryo. So what are presumptive areas? Or we also call it as fate map. So fate map क्या होता है? It represents the prospective areas on the surface of the blastula. अभी हमने discoblastula discuss किया है. तो now we are discussing the presumptive areas or fate map, which represents की prospective areas on the surface of the blastula. We know that अभी हमने देखा कि blastoderm, it has two parts, that is area pellucida and area opaca, right? So this area opaca, it does not take part in the formation of the embryo, any part of the embryo, right? So it forms only the extra embryonic ectoderm, right? So the whole fate map जो है, it is represented only by the area pellucida. So the anterior to, so here you can see this is the all represented by the area pellucida. ये surface mapping है इसकी discoblastula की. So the interior 2/3 part of the area pellucida, it forms the prospective ectoderm, right? So this interior 2/3 part, it forms a prospective ectoderm, which consists of epidermal ectoderm and extraembryonic ectoderm, right? Now this, so epiderm, we know ectoderm से कौन से parts develop होते हैं, right? हमारा जो exoskeleton है, that develops from the ectoderm. Nervous system also develops from the ectoderm. So this ectoderm, it is presumptive ectoderm. It is followed by the crescentic area. This crescentic area, right? It is the prospective neural plate which will develop into the central nervous system. Then this neural plate, it is followed by prospective notochord, right? So this area is the notochord. This is prospective notochord, right? And next to the notochord, there is precaudal mesoderm. This area is the precaudal mesoderm, and then it is followed by somatic mesoderm. ये जो upper, this is the somatic mesoderm. Then this is the lateral plate mesoderm, and then this is extra embryonic mesoderm. So these are the different presumptive areas of the chick embryo. Presumptive areas means these blastomeres from these areas, they will give rise to these different structures. जैसे जो epidermal ectoderm है, they will form ectoderm and related derivatives. Neural plate will give rise to central nervous system. Somatic mesoderm, lateral plate mesoderm, extraembryonic mesoderm, they will give rise to mesoderm. Notochord will develop into the vertebral column, right? So different blastomeres, they will develop into different organs. And next, in the next video, we will be discussing gastrulation, where we will see the movement of these blastomeres to form 3 germ layers, right? So thank you so much. So please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.